Good evening, everybody. It's Donna Gray Banks. I'm back again. It's Monday night. And so tonight I'm coming to you because we have a need for books. And those of you who know who I am the CEO of the Midtown Community Development Corporation, and I'm also the CEO of the Fresh Book Festival. And at this time, we really need some children's books. We would love for you to donate money to get the books, or you could send the books to us. We're really not particular about how we get the books as long as we have books for the children. And so our elementary school students and probably middle school students are struggling. And we really just want to give them a leg up on their reading skills, but we cannot do that without books. Now, I know there are a lot of books that have been banned. I know we're going through issues here in the state of Florida, but we don't want that to affect our children and their need to be able to read. And we have a program called the Reading Rangers that we're starting in this summer. And each child will have a one-on-one session twice a week or 3 times a week with a tutor, not a tutor, but a mentor. And they will read books aloud because most children are auditory. And so if you can read it out loud, you can retain it. And I just want you to think about sending books to us or sending donations to us. So these books can be given to the children. And we want some books that the adults could read, because it's not that they don't want to read. You have to have a reason to celebrate reading. And we need to celebrate reading and for other people to celebrate reading. Let me just give you for instance. So those of you who are my age or maybe a little older, a little younger, remember when the government wanted us to wear seatbelts, and everybody was totally against it. But then they showed us the crash dummies and how wearing a seatbelt could protect our lives. I'm here to tell you tonight that reading will help you protect your life. It will get you and take you places that you will never go. And having the challenge of being able to read is always something that you have to get help for. But if we as a community start at the very young and move up to celebrate reading, to make sure they understand that if you never get to Ireland, but you can read about where Ireland is. You may never get to the motherland, but you can read about what the motherland is all about. And you can write your feelings. You can write a book. You can write poetry. You can recite poetry. We are so talented as people. We just want to use all those resources. If you were at the Fresh Book Festival, you understand that we had a film festival and a book festival. We had children there performing. We had poetry being recited. We had music being made. That's all a part of the fiber of who we are. And we just want to celebrate that. Now, a closed mouth never gets fed. So I'm just saying to you this evening, if you have $10 to donate to MCDC, Midtown Community Development Corporation, or to the Fresh Book Festival, we will use that money to purchase books and maybe even give a stipend to the mentors and volunteers, because they have to use gas, they have to feed themselves, and we could use that money in other ways. But just take a moment and think about what your world might be like if you weren't able to read. I remember when I was doing more community service work on a full-time basis, and my clients would come to me and say, well, Dawn, I don't understand this. And that was just their way of saying to me, I can't read it. I can read it, but I can't comprehend it. Or I can read it, but I don't understand it. So I took that opportunity to let them read out loud to me so they could understand what it is that we're missing. Even if it was a food stamp application, it was an employment application, if it was something from the doctor's office, it's all a part of you understanding and comprehending what it is you're missing. And you can't do that unless you have the ability to read. And if you have someone willing to mentor you or volunteer or be your coach, or someone like me who understands that when you cannot read, it does hinder you from understanding things that you really need to understand. So the Midtown Community Development Corporation, their website is www.midtowncdc.org, www.midtowncdc.org. You can go to the donate button and just say what you're doing and what you're donating. For Fresh Book Festival, you can go to www.freshbookfestivals.net and hit the PayPal button, or you can just go to PayPal, the freshbookfestivals@gmail.com, and give your donation, which is probably easier for everybody for PayPal. Freshbookfestivals@gmail.com, and donate books for children. I thank you very much. And I want to thank JoJo O'Neill for being on Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation, which is every Monday night, as she shared her journey of being a radio personality and also having asthma. And her company is Kick Asthma. Let me double check. I'm going to say it correctly. Let's Kick Asthma.org. You can go to her website and make a donation to her asthma foundation, or you can go to her Freshbook page, her Facebook page, and make a donation through PayPal. So there's so many things I know that people ask for money from you, but books for me, asthma for her. If you have a moment, if you have $10. Oh, then there's another thing. There's always something. So we also do something called suds, shirts, undies, dresses, and socks. And for those individuals who have food stamps, as you are aware, you may not be aware, that you cannot buy detergent and bleach or books on the food stamp program. So every quarter, we give away detergent and bleach and books to the community, as it's very important to be able to clean your house if you want to use bleach, or to clean your clothes, and to celebrate literacy by receiving a free book that you can write your name in. It is yours. It belongs to you. It belongs to your children. And that's also at www.midtowncdc.org. $10 donation takes care of a whole family. So anyway, here I am again. And the Fresh Book Festival will be in 2024, February 22, 23, 24. Please look for posts on our Facebook page, and we will be opening registration really soon for 2024. I thank you all for everything you've done and over the years, and in 2023, it's been amazing, amazing year so far. And I know that people ask for so much, but what we're asking for is to save a loan. Literacy is a legacy, and making sure that people don't have to choose between food and getting their clothes clean. So if you want to reach out to me, my email address is freshbookfestivals@gmail.com. Please do if you have any questions. And I thank you again for taking the time to be with us this evening. And we will see you next Monday night. Thank you so much.